If you're in college, grad school, or you a young adult, if you anything over 18, you need a credit card right now, and here's why. Credit is your ability to borrow and repay money. Credit allows you to be able to borrow money, to be able to buy a car, to be able to buy a house. And there's a lot of things that influence your credit score. And ultimately, you want to get to the point to where you can build up that 700 to 800 credit score as soon as possible. I am now 20 years old and I have a 760 credit score because I started building my credit at 18 years old. And it's only taken me 4 years to build up a 760 credit score. After I pay off my student loans and my car loans, I'm going to be pretty much at an 800, a little bit over an 800. Right now, I'm in a perfect position to be able to buy a house at 20 years old because of all the things that I've done in my past to be able to put me in this position. Right now, I have an Audi. I have it on a car loan because of credit. There's a lot of things that go into determine your credit. One's your payment history. You got to be able to make all your payments on time. One of the other things is credit length. How long have you had credit for? Right now, my biggest limitation is my credit history. I've only had credit for 4 years. So they take that and use that against me. That's the only thing stopping me from having an 800 credit score right now is my credit history. Therefore, that's why I say you really have to start early because you really need to build up 8 to 10 years of a credit history to be able to have an 800 credit score, to be able to go get those $250,000 loans, to be able to go get a $500,000 house. It also matters about your income too, but you need to be able to make sure that you're also able to build up that history young. That's why it's so important to start now. It's like building up your 401k. You start building that up now, it starts compounding. You need to start building up your credit now because it's going to help you later on. College students, you guys are in luck. There are plenty of student credit cards that you can get with no annual fee. And no annual fee means the credit card is free. You're not paying to use the credit card. Now, disclaimer. You have to make sure that you're paying whatever you use on that credit card at the end of the month. Otherwise, you will pay interest. My thing with credit is whatever I spend on my credit card, I spend everything on my credit card because I get rewards. You get 1 to 5% back. So I throw everything on my credit card, but I always pay my credit card back at the end of the month. And I do that so I'm not building interest and I'm also building credit. That's how you build your credit and that's how you hack it. Because if you're not paying that yearly fee and you're not paying that interest, you having that credit card for free. So here's some credit cards I'm gonna drop. Discover It student credit card, Chase Freedom credit card. You get the Amazon credit card. You get the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. You can also check out the other banks as well. But those are my top 4 that I say just start with for now. You'll start out with lower credit limits and overall your credit will start to build. Right now, I'm sitting on $60,000 worth of credit and credit cards because of these great decisions I made. I have credit cards that give me a credit limit of up to $10,000. And credit has been very, very clutch in times of need when I have to pay certain things off, when I'm going broke. And if I don't pay rent, I'm kicked out. So therefore, my credit card has saved me in many situations to where I could have been homeless without credit if I didn't have that credit to rely on, if I didn't have that credit to help me out. Now, credit can get a little scary. That's why you got to make sure whatever you swiping, you could pay back. And if you are going to swipe it for those things that you need, that you don't have right away, you need to make sure you formulate a plan to pay it because you got to protect your credit by all costs. There's many perks with credit cards as well. If you're swiping everything on a debit card, you're losing money. By the time you spend $100,000, you done lost out on $1,000 to $5,000 because you ain't used a credit card, because you're not getting cash back rewards. These cards give you 1 to 5% cash back rewards depending on what it is. You just look at these cards and look at their deals that they have, look at their rewards that they have. Boom, I go to Walmart and get 5% cash back. I get 5% cash back on this card. And that's how you can be able to start saving these and building these rewards. So then boom, you look up and every single year I'm able to cash out at least $500 to $1,000 worth of rewards on all my credit cards. Mind you, I have 12. It is a little difficult to manage, but you log in on every account when you get paid. Make sure you pay off what you need to pay off and I do it. Or you set up automatic payments to just go ahead and get it done. But I'm also be honest with y'all. I don't use all 12 cards all the time. I grab a card out every month and I might use this card for the month. So I make sure that I am actively using the majority of my cards, you know. But then again, also keeping it organized. And I don't recommend that for you guys. You guys just need 1 credit card. You don't need 12 like me. I just got 12 because I wanted to go ahead and get all those inquiries out the way when I was younger. I only got 4 inquiries. If I would have got all these inquiries at once, I would have been sitting on 12, 13, 14, 15 inquiries on my credit. And 15 inquiries on your credit in the last 2 years hurt your credit. Hard inquiries fall off your credit every 2 years. So therefore, right now is the time to mess your credit up and apply for everything. That's why I applied for everything when I was 18, 19, 20, and then 21. And so now when I turned 22, I kind of stopped. Because now I want all that stuff to fall off my credit. It's just going to take, I got about another year and all my inquiries are going to fall off my credit. I'm at the point where I got 3 inquiries, and that's cool. You can have 3 to 4 inquiries, and that's cool on your credit. If you have over 6, you know, that's a lot. But at the end of the day, you can apply for 3 different lines of credit a year. So I encourage you every 4 months, every 6 months to apply for a new credit card. Apply for a new line of credit so you can go ahead and build it up. Because right now is the time to mess up your credit. And you're not going to mess up your credit, going to go down a little bit. My credit has dipped to about 670. I was at a 720. I went to 670 because I just kept applying to everything. But it was worth it because at the end of the day, now my credit went up. Because it's one of those investments you have to take. Yes, it dips for a second, but it goes up even more. And then you apply and it dips, and then it goes up even more. So at the end of the day, you're just making an investment in on yourself. Do not fall in the trap of overspending and those minimum payments. That's why I say my method is to pay off my full balance every single month when it's due. I don't leave nothing left over unless if I have to. I pay things off way before they got it. I pay it off like the day after. So you do have a lot of grace periods. So if you spend something now and it's mid-May, you probably don't owe that until July 1st. So a lot of times I'm pushing myself to pay it by June 1st, things like that. But at the end of the day, if you spend it, you don't owe it right then. Like you owe it the next cycle, and it's a lot of times it rolls over for the next cycle. So, but just don't get caught in the minimum payment, because a lot of times you could spend $2,000 in your credit card, the minimum payment would be $50. So you only have to pay $50 a month, but don't get caught in that trap, because then you look up and you got $2,000 credit card debt. I just had $3,000 of credit card debt. I could have said, I'm gonna take the monthly payments and pay probably $200 a month every card and then just sit on that debt. But at the end of the day, no, get rid of your debt, get rid of it, man. You don't want stuff sitting on your credit cards. You don't want it to linger, because at the end of the day, it can add up and it can become unmanageable. So you need to make sure that you're not falling in that minimum payment trap. Otherwise, you will be paying interest and credit does become a scam. Otherwise, if you play it right and you play it by my cards, you'll be all right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Jamin, you with the best college content, best financial content, best self-improvement content. If you appreciate what you see today, drop a comment down below and let me know what you want to see more of. And if you really got some value, man, please leave a like and subscribe, man. It goes so far for a small creator really doing this thing, really trying to pour his heart and really trying to build a community of those who want to become the best versions of themselves. Hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, baby, we gonna be out of here today.